nail place, and I just could not stay still. It was taking forever to get my nails done. But I just had a lot on my mind. I almost feel like I shut down and went some damn where else, okay? Because I'm trying to put this all together, and I'm trying to feel like we dealing with this supposed to be America, right? And we dealing with this energy where I feel like a motherfucker holding me and my king hostage in our motherfucking land, okay? In my motherfucking land. Until I comply to what somebody else want me to do. Or is this some rogue king energy that is this spouse energy that is secretly from the last time I checked, because I don't know why sources keep telling me what they saying, it may be true. Something about some kind of divorce from me without me knowing about it, without giving me the full access to the information that I need to make a decision about whether the fuck I want whatever the fuck it is somebody trying to shove down my throat. It's almost like we got somebody, this is what I'm saying. The Empress is not only just the Empress because the Empress, or she a Taurus, or what y'all want to say, a Libra or whatever. It's her connection with God and what she was placed on this planet to do. I don't know what is wrong with these people. I feel like somebody didn't all just try to replace my energy over the fuck again, so that somebody else can have some type of access or control over what I am supposed to be able to control, not only for myself and mine, but for my land. Because I'm going to look out for America before any motherfucking thing. And so it feels like this is what this is. It feels like this masculine energy then went to Asia, then went to Mexico, and everywhere else but America. Now, this motherfucker, I feel like this is this energy of that I married this person when I was 19 years old, and I've been duped. Motherfucker done swapped this person out for somebody else or some other type of entity here. Okay? And all along, this person has been remarrying bitches using my ranks as a queen. And I feel like this got to be some type of connection or something that been made with a sister of mine and a sister-in-law. And then I feel like whatever this is, these niggas is trying to divorce or leave or break a contract or a vow that they made with God and leave me with motherfucking nothing. Are you serious? And I feel like this got to do with the kingdom spouse. This got to do with a common law masculine. This might be somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's connected me some other kind of way. And then we're talking about possibly this 2D, 3D energy. If I'm only resonating really on the 3D, and if God don't like ugly, so you hide it in the 5D, then that means that I don't have access to the same information that these people have, and it was done by design. And that means you're going to have to come down to my motherfucking level and deal with me. That means that you got to come down to my level to deal with me. Okay? So I don't know what this is. I feel like it's this whole energy of the whole town's laughing at me. Maybe some masculine man because he been making stupid mistakes or trying to deal with something his way and not even taking into account anybody else's feelings. Okay? Or what the fuck is necessary for me and mine. And I feel like they got the ranking of these secret societies and these boy clubs behind them in order to do so. Blocking even if this is something that has to do with tribal or cultural wars or relations, this is somebody cock blocking and blocking on me being able to grow on my own. Then if this is something where somebody has left the building and I'm stuck with a shell of a man, you know what I'm saying? This means that somebody left me with no opportunities, no information to be able to take anything with me forward, and even block me from being able to grow on my own. Okay? Separate me from my body, which was my group or my following or whatever that I would have had online. And then again, build up an antichrist energy in order to tear me down. Secretly surveilling and recording in order to do so, using a multitude of people to do so. Hold on one second.
Hi, how may I serve you?
Yes, can I have the market salad?
The dressing?
The vinaigrette and avocado lime.
Anything else?
Can I have that made with the chicken tenders, the chicken strips cut into pieces? And can I have a large fry?
Anything else?
A large Sunjoy with extra ice.
Okay. Any sauce for the large fry?
Ketchup. And then can you do can you guys do ice cream in a cup?
We do it in a large cup.
Instead of the cone?
Yeah, we do ice cream cups.
Okay, so can I have just like the cup of ice cream instead of the cone, or in a brownie?
In a brownie.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
That's it.
I can have your name.
You can put her under Joe, Joe.
1939 coming up.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So, okay, I was hungry. Okay, so I'm just trying to put this shit together in layman's terms as to what this is. Okay, I feel like this is bullying. This is like what do we call this? Bullying. I feel like there's a little bit of, like I said, what do you call that? Damn, what do you call it? Well, I feel like this may be discrimination, but it's almost like we in America, but you discriminating against Americans? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't even know what the fuck a gerrymandered is. Okay, so I don't know why somebody is in my energy telling me to say some shit like this. I'm gonna have to go ahead and look that up. I know I did do research on it before, but I don't even remember what the fuck that is. But I feel like they've taken everything in the book, basically, and tried to throw it at one feminine energy. And I'm just feeling like this has to do with Source already showing me the things that we talked about that offended people so much prior to this, about this energy of then God made a man and put him in the east of the garden to tend to it. But I feel like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this Sarah Bartman energy, that they've taken the essence of a woman, let somebody else study this woman. This can even be somebody that you've been married to, or a twin flame that has studied you, and they're going to turn this fucking man into you. Like, this is weird here. Okay, so again, I feel like there was complications or something, right, going on. And I feel like they know they're supposed to be helping or guiding me to be able to move towards whatever this is. But like I said, they've decided to block something so that they can take a man and place them there. But I don't even think we're talking about a man. I think we're talking about a transgender. I mean, there's just no other way to put it around. Okay? There's no other way to even look at this. All right? So anybody that don't know what it feels like to sit there and see the essence of you being spread out amongst the multitude of women that don't like you, or take your power and your juice and use it against you, with some man that's supposed to love you or care for you, or even be a mentor to you, then you wouldn't know what it feels like. And that's not going to be every fucking woman, because there's only one in a certain so-called lifetime.
Paper Joe?
Mm-hmm. That will come into union with Source in that light.
Here, Sam.
Thank you. But it's something about giving up or keeping on the fight. But it's like, if you don't know what you're fighting for, who you fighting against, what you need to, that is. Thank you.
See you up in just a moment.
Okay. I think that's that's where we get that dark void or that chaos from in Genesis. Now we have this energy of a masculine energy, like he did the 7 days or whatever, and then he rested. So this is like, again, being joined by a feminine energy, choosing another feminine energy to reap the benefits, not only of whatever it would be to be linked as a wife of God, but also whatever it would be to link to her lineage, to the lands, to everything that she was supposed to come and collect with this masculine energy at her side. So I feel like, what the fuck is we doing here? And now I feel like somebody trying to put somebody in a situation where they would have to choose somebody that may be not on the same level, or to choose to step down or remove their crown and step down to a certain lesser level. Now, again, I don't know about nothing else, but I know one thing: I'm not giving them my full power. All right.
Here you are, and I put a spoon in the bag for you.
Okay. Thank you. You too. I'm not giving up my power to nobody. And I feel like this is another thing. These people have been using their authority that they have in society, because I know that they have done something else here. Okay. Shit is not the same. All right. And so they're using their power and authority to punish people for their personal reasons. This is like you picking a hoe over your queen, and then sitting there, and because your queen is pointing out the fact that she knows what the fuck you're doing. Are you talking about this is some type of lashings or punishment that I'm getting because you chose to lie or manipulate or misuse, okay, my fucking energy by giving it to another bitch to come up over me? Okay. or a guy or whoever the fuck this is, all right? I feel like this is what the fuck we looking at. It can't even know. I was sitting in that nail place like, what? And it's just like, I've been explaining this and saying this and somebody don't want to listen. So what are we talking about? Because somebody was talking about something about, somebody stood up and said something against somebody and then they died that same day. You can't motherfucking kill me. We don't even have to call it immortal. You don't have the authority and all of the shit that y'all been doing behind the scenes in order to try to take someone down. You need to go step the fuck down and step aside and take a motherfucking seat. This is ridiculous. I feel like it's very outlandish that we have people ruling a nation because of what their PP feel or who's making their PP wet. Okay? At the moment. And these is motherfuckers that know who and where they want to be. They just, these are sellouts. They done sold the fuck out, and that's what the fuck it is. They turn their back on God, and now the communication ain't there, and you obviously worried about me if you still got your fucking flying monkeys looking over here to see what the fuck I am doing. Okay? This is something that nobody in their right mind could really wrap their heads around because there's so many levels to this shit. All of these different groups and all of these different, I think there's like a channel called Understanding or something like this. It's all these people with these theories or these classes that they're shelling out to give people a different point of view, and they have their following and they have these people that work with them and work for them. I feel like all of this is the Antichrist energy to separate whatever the people from God and to give them alternative methods or desirous ways to be able to lead their lives. But not only that, this is giving them power and control over other people that are fucking, even if you talk about slavery days, the people knew their master, they knew how to kind of operate and move. This is somebody having power over you without including it. It's like a number. It's just like, again, I'm thinking age ain't nothing but a number. I'm pretty sure maybe I need to listen to that song. But I feel like this has something to do with them taking advantage of older races or older groups, because we are the ones that's supposed to be claiming something now. So this is, again, people being passed around on some type of virtual database or something to be claimed as wives when these are people that think that they're already married or already in relationships. Like, what the fuck happened? And even if this was something where there are different mates coming in right now or different people wanting to court someone out of a situation, it's like, how the fuck did everybody else know, again, about somebody's divorce or something, and the person that's involved in the marriage didn't know? And I don't know if this is, like I said, my energy, something I'm picking up on from a past lifetime, something I'm picking up from some feminine energy that's connected to me. But I feel like this is very detrimental. I feel like it's something that need to be said just in case. Because I feel like this is a whole bunch of people playing on somebody. Playing on somebody's energy, playing on somebody's emotions, playing on your fucking feelings, wasting your fucking time. Okay? Playing on your fucking livelihood. All right? In these so-called women that can't be that, right? That are sitting there seeing that this is happening, and they're just happy because they don't even have no reason for hating you or disliking you. This is almost like a God putting someone on a pedestal and then letting other people around him control him because he didn't claim his fucking wife and he didn't take her off into the sunset and them figure out what they gonna do to build. He let another bitch come in. Okay, that's some weak shit, period. A motherfucker mad because I won't let no nigga come in my life. I don't give a fuck how much I love your ass and try to take me off, not with me knowing, not with me being able to fight my own battles for myself because I have the right information. I'm not letting that shit happen. I don't think it's a dick in the world, okay? Or anything else in the world that could at this point in time do that for and to me, okay? And I feel like these people are doing this in secret. It's something in secrecy here, okay? So because they know that somebody like me is not going to give up. I am not going to back down. I will continue to fight. And you're going to have a motherfucking problem on your hands. Because, again, don't come up in here with that bullshit trying to sweet talk and love bomb me. And I don't see no fucking actual activity. I don't see nothing changing in my motherfucking life. Or I don't see no footsteps, coming towards me. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I feel I have to speak about because somebody is trying to trap me in a fucking box, a jail cell, or some type of mental prison. And I feel like these people got away with doing this shit a past lifetime. I don't know all about the spiritual ascension and all this other energy that they got going on in the background, because I really do resonate more here. And I think that, again, this is this energy of possibly, God not dwelling in the temples of made by men's hands. It may make it look like, I'm the outsider, so I must be the person that's made with man's hands. But there's something about the energy that I tap into that makes me not have to worry about. So I feel like it's something to be concerned about, but I don't sit there and have to worry about this, because I feel like whatever these people are doing is going to be torn down. I fucking will not relent off these females that have been playing womb magic and doing all this other shit, or messing with and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, these people that are supposed to be these fucking practitioners or whatever, that have access to women, and because they're jealous or because they're not women and they want to be women, okay, no matter what the fuck you get put between your legs, you're still not going to be one. So again, these are these people that they're not thinking right. They're not right fucking thinking. They're not going to be able to speak for women and stand up for women's, so-called women's with the womb's fucking rights. And that's why we're in a situation like we are today. So you have men and women that look, and men that look like fucking women dictating what's going to happen with wombs. And people that are not a fucking people, so they don't care really about anybody's rights or anybody's anything. Yeah, those people are only concerned about their self. But when I look at myself, I feel like I am a conduit of that self energy. But it's all my situation and my story should be able to trigger something in people to say that something needs to change from this case here for all. This is people having access to your Akashic records, your memories, all of your so-called database or whatever, okay? And spreading it out and being able to collect or make money off of it, but blocking you from being able to promote yourself or even speak your own truths. This is insane. I feel like this is fucking crazy. It's the craziest thing I ever heard of. And somebody's going to sit there and make you watch it. And I feel like, what is this for? For what? The fuck I do to you? This is an energy I feel like what I'm picking up on is that these people are even doing court cases and stuff like this. And they are having other women come in, say somebody did get a secret divorce or something, and you're supposed to be getting child support or alimony. It's another bitch claiming that shit and taking that shit to the bank. In your name or in my fucking name. And I'm thinking and looking, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now that I think about it a little bit, if I look back and I say, again, as somebody's a certain situation where there may be a sister-in-law or something like this involving a child, and if you look at the child, and the child looks some type more Asian than American, right? And I'm just thinking, like, what are we doing? Okay? And then we may even have a masculine that then dipped off with somebody's best friend or a clone or something of their best friend, and now they got a little child that's a Mexican. But they have what have they done to the children that were American? Leave them in fucking shambles. We talking about a motherfucker having whole double lives, okay? And whole double households and shit like this. And then taking a woman to court and trying to dig up in her Akashic records to find some type of details or something so that they can use it in a court of law. Or this is somebody that's a warlock, a master warlock that has been in your energy all this time. That have been overpowering your energy all this time. Okay? And they knew exactly what was going on, and they let it going on, and they didn't care that it was going on because they didn't want to lose their clout or their fucking title. And when you don't want to bow down or you don't want to be passed around on some dating service or some shit like this, then it's a problem. I refuse. Matter of fact, I refuse. Matter of fact, the masculine energy in me tells me that we talk about king energy, and so no other king or no other man should be able to intrude on another man's life or lively fucking hood. Anything in or take away their will or their power. Okay? No other man should be able to do that. So since everybody else already know what it is and I have to fucking try to so-called ascend or figure it out. Because I'm guessing they're saying the queen don't mean a thing. Even though she is every fucking thing. You want me to compete with what? For what? Some witches that deal in magic and all this other bullshit and use it to try to compromise people in their life? I don't need to do that. I depend on source, and that's why I am where the fuck I am today. Okay? Where you can't take away my fucking spirit. But at the same time, we're dealing with man and his tech ways and what the fuck they're doing here to try to manipulate people's circumstances. You're fucking with people on the 3D, right? While blocking them out of other dimensions, okay? This is also things that may have been paved the way, or the way has been paid, or certain inheritance, or certain dowry, or certain things are coming in your name because of what you've been put through in the subconscious or in the sleep realm or whatever the fuck else has been going on, what you have been put through, and somebody else is reaping the fucking benefits. Where do they do that at? Even when it comes to being paired with, if this is something where somebody does or were going to step down, and then they should get the first pick of the so-called litter as to what masculine or feminine energy they're going to partake in the rest of this journey with, somebody has taken that away from me. Because there's no other energies now that are resonating with me. So this is some devious plan to make someone suffer. For what? For being honest? For being supportive? For being there? For fighting the battle? Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. Loyalty is at a distance, because if you can't show your face to me in front of my face, and like I said, if ain't nobody signed nothing with me in the motherfucking 2D, 3D where it resonate with me, then I don't know what you're talking about. The shit ain't happening if you ask me. You gonna have to meet me. If you trying to block me out of my own home or out of heaven, you gonna have to come meet me where the fuck I am to make or discuss or do anything. I feel like somebody think I'm stupid. I feel like somebody think I'm stupid. Like, I don't know what some of these court cases that they be putting on TV or whatever, or they got people talking about in social media or whatever, have something to do with other people's real lives, and they're basically putting on a performance in your name, having other people play parts with important shit that's supposed to be going on with your fucking life. Or with mine. And you don't think I know that could nobody come around here and let me know if I didn't know? I'm hearing that don't get mad, something, ask why you didn't know. So even in the case when if this masculine was to pass away, okay, now this means that this should be, whatever this is, should be coming straight directly to me. But you mean to tell me I got to go through some whores? And you mean to tell me that I got to go through another masculine that maybe want to take my hand and maybe don't want to do right by me, or maybe they do or whatever, but I just need to trust? You mean to tell me I can't sit there with whatever the fuck I have accumulated, or what is supposed to be coming to me, whatever inheritance or whatever money, whatever gifts or whatever, and sit on that shit and make the decision as to what I'm supposed to be doing? You mean to tell me you're gonna set it with some other nigga until I decide if I want to be with that nigga? Like I can't take care of my motherfucking self when I'm leading the motherfucking nation on my fucking back? Are you crazy? When I'm more manly probably than some of these niggas that can't just be man enough and say what the fuck they gotta orchestrate a whole fucking act or something to get out of a fucking marriage and disappear when things get bad and just create somebody else in their likeness and place them there? Are you crazy? And you mad at me because I say shit directly? Because I'd rather be honest at this point in my fucking life? And if you don't ask, I won't tell. And if you ask, I'll motherfucking tell your ass. You might not like the outcome, but it is what it is. It's about honesty, integrity. Like, what are these? Is the men that's building our nation? That can't even come out. Some of these men can't even come out the closet. Some of these men can't even be honest with their parents about not believing in God or not having faith in God. Some of these men can't, you know what I'm saying? Not only are they abandoning women, but they're also, whether this is energetically or physically, their children, and leaving them in some type of circumstances where they may even be put into one of these fucking social media fucking or online dating scenes or something like this. Anyways, I just pulled back up to the crib. I got my food. I'm gonna be coming back on here in a minute.